Hey everybody, it's Mars, and sorry if I look like crap, I just kind of woke up from a nap. But anyways, and no, this wasn't on my head during my nap. I just woke up and put it on because I was going to come up on camera. So sorry if my eyes are like all bleh. Anyways, so anime that I just finished watching that I figured I'd do a first impressions video on, and I never really do first impression videos, but this one deserved it. It's called Danshi Koukousei no Nichijou. If I said that right. I don't know. I'll probably put something like right here. That shows the right name. So, Danshi Koukousei no Nichijou. Nichijou, if I say that right. Slice of life. It has to do with 4 guys. It's 4 guys, right? Yeah, 4 guys. Pardon me, I'm still kind of half asleep. My hair's all crazy. And look at these, they're like not even curls anymore. Like, bleh. Okay, so it's these 4 guys that go to an all-boys school, and it's just like, it has no plot. It's just their everyday life, which is like every other slice of life. But this one, oh my god, I was laughing so much that my eyes were watering. So that's why my makeup's all smeared. But it's hilarious. And if you haven't seen it, then stop watching right now. I mean it. Stop watching. Stop. Okay, so I'm assuming everybody else who's watching this has already seen it. Okay. So my favorite part, like granted the first part was funny where they're like reenacting of how they're going to meet girls, and when they bust him with his sister's bra and panties on. And it's like the 3 guys, they're like telling him to put the clothes on. Okay, but my favorite part, like of all the whole thing, is that when the guy with the glasses, I don't even know their names yet, because I just literally finished watching it. He's sitting on the riverbank reading a book. And there's a girl walking by, and she's reading a book, and the book, it's like too windy, and like the pages keep fluttering, and she's just like, and closes the book. And then she looks down at the riverbank, and she sees this young guy, and he's reading a book, and she's just like, and she walks down there. So he's like, oh, why did I think I could read a book by the riverbank? It's so windy, and he closes the book, and she sits a few steps behind him, and he's like laying down. And then he sits up, and you can like think, there's like his inner monologue, and he's just thinking like, oh my god, this is so awkward. I don't know how to break this awkward silence. And then the girl is in the background, and she's just like nervous, doesn't know what to say, and he's like all excited because he's like, okay, I'm glad you were sitting next to me, and I got my thrill out of that, but can you please break the awkward silence? That's all he's thinking. He's like, what can I say? What can I say? Should I just say that the weather's nice? Should I say that the sunset looks beautiful? And he's like, no, that line's been used way too much. What should I say? He's like, I think I'm going to say a poser line. And he said, the wind seems troubled today. And he's like, oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. I want to die. And it's like so hilarious. Right after he says it, he's just like immediately saying how he wants to die. And he said it's not that the line was so bad, but he just wants to die because he said it. And then he's like, oh my god, how is she going to respond to this? Does she like it? Does she like it? And he turns his shoulder, and she's got this look on her face. And he's like, oh my god, she's so liking it. Like, she loves what I just said right now. And I'm going to insert a photo of what her face looks like right when he looks after her, like turns around and look at her face after he says that line. Funny, right? Okay. So then he's like, oh my god, what am I going to, like, what is she going to say? And then she stands up and she's like, what does she say? Something about the wind is also, there's also, I think the wind is weeping as well. Or she says something about the wind weeping. And then in his head, he's like, ah, omoshiroi. And he's like, he's calling her very, like, this girl's a riot. She's interesting. And it's like so funny. So he's like, oh my god, like, I don't know what to say next. I'm sorry, girl. I'm glad you sat next to me, but I can't keep up with this conversation. So he's like, it's okay, and he's like looking at the sun, or like looking off in a distance, and he's like, I've already called the rescue squad, and he's got like his cell phone next to him, and he's like, okay, and then out of nowhere his friend shows up and is like, hey, and like sees him and is like, the wind has brought something, this has brought something bad into the wind blew something bad into town, or something like that. And then the girl goes like, and she grabs her heart, and then he realizes, oh shit, there's a girl there, and I just said this embarrassing line, and he like starts to blush, and his friend's like, oh my god, how can you be so witty out of all the times, like, so then they're like, oh my god, so he gets up, and he like starts to walk away, and right when he passes the girl, he says something that I didn't catch because I was laughing too much. But his other friend comes along, and he's like, oh my god, let's see if this guy is picking up with the atmosphere. And then he's like, hey, hurry, this convenience store has half-price chips for sale. And then the girl just spazzes out and like smacks the shit out of him, and granted, she doesn't even know this guy. Well, anyways, it's like the whole thing is that she had a movie script in her bag, or some sort of, she was writing a novel about a girl falling in love with a guy that had magical powers with the wind or something like that she met. So he's like making fun of her because she's like trying to live out her fantasy, and they're like all reading it, and she's trying to pull away. But that was like my favorite part of like the whole anime, was like the lines that they said. But yeah, I'm very interested to see if it's going to be any good, because a lot of slice of lives end up promising, and then I'm not. The last, I guess it kind of reminds me of, what's that anime called? Boku, I don't know, it was one of the anime things, I don't know. But yeah, that was my first impressions on this anime. I think it's pretty good. It's super funny. AnimeSeason.com has it in case you want to watch it, but you should have stopped if I told you not to watch it if you've gone this far. But still watch it. It's fun anyway, but yeah. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching.